Oscar Bevis for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm delighted to be joined here at the Jabbing Not Stabbing charity event by Mark Prince OBE and Mr. Harry Redknapp. How are you, boys?
Yeah, we're good. It's a pleasure to be here. It's been a great evening.
Wonderful, man. I'm just ecstatic about the evening and how it's gone. Great support, as you can see, bringing down your friends' relationship that me and Harry's got, coming down and supporting. It's a wonderful thing.
Obviously, a charity that's close to your heart, Mark, of course, but Harry, a charity that I imagine is close to you. Obviously, you were a Queen's Park Rangers manager, and now they play at the Kiyan Prince Foundation Stadium. So I imagine a charity that you're very aware of, do a lot of work for, and it is quite close to you.
Yeah, I mean, it was fantastic that QPR, realised it was, I'm sure Martin felt really, I know when they went in for it at first, there were several other top charities, but they gave it to the right one. This is. We really appreciate QPR for what they've done this year for the stadium rights and everything. So, and Mark's had good backing from the chairman and from Tony Fernandez and everybody at QPR. They've been fantastic.
Mark, of course, you're a boxing man. Harry, you're a football man. We know football can take people off the streets, but obviously boxing can do the exact same.
Exactly. It's about sports. It's about an activity. It's about a focus. It's about taking the kids' minds away from the negative things that prevent them from reaching their full potential. So it's just a natural relationship, that football and boxing. Kiyan was a footballer, I was a fighter. All I done was share that professional mindset that set Kiyan, and I had to live by example. So I couldn't just tell him. He'd seen what being a pro takes to become the best, and he was practicing and training, and obviously his potential was showing that he was doing all the right things and becoming the best footballer that he could become.
Harry, being a manager, I imagine that a lot of coaching players and as people as well as about the mental side. How important is that in sort of drilling down discipline, not just in kids but in actual grown adults as well in sport?
Well, I think you've got to get to know people. The most important thing I think with coaching and managing is get to know the individual, get to know them as a person. That is so important, Share their problems with them, share, their successes with them. Know what makes them tick, and that is all important. What their home life's about. When young boys go into football clubs, young footballers or young boxers, they all need help. They need mentoring, and that's what Mark does with at the moment with these young guys, and it's fantastic.
Do you think perhaps people have sort of had the wrong perception and we've been doing things wrong, and now we understand more about mental health and more about sort of the dangers of people being out on the streets and the rise in knife crime? We can sort of combat it and do more?
I certainly think there's a change in the narrative now. And first the media was pushing out, there was just a certain demographic that's had this problem, and it was a black society, and they kept putting up gangs. It was to do with black people, and then we were the ones carrying the knife. But now we've realised it's all over, every area, affluent, areas that need more support and money. And it's not a poverty issue, it's a mindset issue, and it's a poor mindset to want to get things quickly, to want to be violent and deal with conflict. And now the narrative's changing, we're understanding for you to want to carry a knife, there are some mental health issues going on. There are some issues where you haven't learned to communicate and open up. So there's emotional intelligence that's lacking in this area. So we have to be able to tackle this. This is the root of it. And unless we tackle it at the root of the problem, we're never going to actually make any changes. So we have to change before anything changes.
And Harry, what can guys like yourself do? Obviously, you're well known. You can see people taking pictures of you, people who know you from football, and you've got people, sort of the mums you know from the jungle as well. What can people like yourself do to sort of help push charities like this? I mean, we know you are doing it with the Kiyan Prince Foundation. What can people like yourself help do to sort of push these charities?
Well, it's a problem that can affect any family. I mean, it's not just certain demographics that it affects. It can be any family. Every day we pick up the paper and see families suffering because of what's happened with their young kids and that. So, and Mark knows better than anybody. So, when I met Mark, I just saw, I know his story, and in any small way that I can to help. That's all. I'm just here. He's the boss. Any way I can help, turning up to functions, coming with him, hopefully in the new year, to go and meet some kids. I'm there for him. That's all.
Right, I know you've had quite a long drive to get here, so I'm going to let you go. Last thing, Are you on good terms with Adam Wingy now? I know he tried to sort of
Yes.
swing his way to QPR. Are you on good terms?
Very good. Peter was a very unlucky boy. He came down and, he was going to sign for QPR, but the TV cameras were there and he just made a bit of a rick. He should have gone to a hotel, but the thing should have been sorted out at West Bromwich Albion's end anyway. So, but no, he's a great guy. He really is, smashing guy. He was a good player and I would like to have had him at QPR, but most important, he's a good man.
I'm a Chelsea boy, so I'm going to leave it there, Harry. Thank you very much.
Tomorrow you need a result. I'm a Frank fan, so...